Hi guys, so I did a tutorial yesterday on my SimplyFit team and I feel like it's quite relevant for everyone right now because at the moment, obviously in lockdown, there's two things that people are doing at home they don't normally do, and that's home haircuts and home workouts. Now I can't help you with the haircuts, but the workouts, the problem with home workouts is they're going to be, as much as you can experiment around, they're pretty much very much going to be the same kind of muscle groups. So a lot of people are going to do, if you say home workout, sit-ups, squats, press-ups, yeah? So I've seen a lot of workouts and it's all about core workouts and doing like a lot of plank work, a lot of press-ups, a lot of sit-ups. The problem with that is it's going to change your posture. And we're doing a lot of front, if you're sat at a desk all day like this or sat down, you're bringing your shoulders around. So I'm going to show you some exercises today which are really going to help you to open up your body. Now I don't have an assistant because I'm by myself, so I'm going to use my own body to show you. So bear with me. I'll put that there. So what happens is, because we're doing a lot of press-ups and a lot of plank work, you'll notice you're going to bring your shoulders and you're going to bring them forwards. I've been doing martial arts my whole life. All the punching and stuff I do, press-ups and sit-ups, hasn't been great for my shoulders. So in my 30s, I've had to change the way I train to open up my body this way. So what I do is it's called external rotation. Now you'll notice if I turn my thumbs out, that creates external rotation. So it turns my humerus, my arm, outwards this way. So what I'm doing is, and you'll notice from here, is I roll my shoulders, now my back is flat. So I'm not having to lift my shoulders up this way. I want to switch these muscles off too, because these upper trapeziums are too trigger happy. So from here, I simply just do this. And when I do this, you'll notice in the back, that puts my scapula and my shoulder blades flat on my back. But it's not enough. I want to put the mind in the muscle. Just by doing this is good, but I want to put the mind in the muscle. So watch what I do. As I do this, I'm going to squeeze and I'm going to try and put my hands on my bum. Now it's almost impossible for me to do this without internally rotating. So if you can see, that's my internal rotation. That's going to bring my shoulders. So if I want to touch my bum, I've got to internally rotate, which is this, again, this is bad. See my scapula coming off? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this and then try and put my hands on my bum. And that's going to pull me down. But I'm pulling right down, depressing, switching these off, right down, hands down, and then pull right on my bum. Now when I get to here, I'm going to squeeze, and then lift up, and then pull back down again, and squeeze, and then bring it back in. So squeeze, try to put my hands on my bum, can't get it, so I'm pinching my shoulder blades. So your rhomboids in between your shoulder blades attach onto your spine, they're going to squeeze. You're also going to pull the shoulder blades right down into your lower back here, squeeze, then lift up. Now you can couple that, guys, with a squat. So I could do a squat, as I come up, I squeeze, raise, pull back, and then down. Squeeze. Notice I'm squeezing down, then lifting up. I want to put the mind in the muscle. Other exercises you can do. Now if you've got a band, you've got a resistance band, you can attach it to a door or something on the floor and you can pull out. So what I do here, external rotate, is I'm pulling my arm, but again, I'm not just doing lots of reps, I want to think and put the mind in the muscle. So as I'm doing it here, I'm pulling and I'm thinking about here. Squeeze, put the shoulder blade back and back, squeeze. Squeeze. Notice I'm pulling my elbow in. Now you don't have to have resistance. You could, if you want to, instead of pulling, you could push against a wall. Just slightly, about 80%. Or you can do it through movement. So if you're an athlete, you can do it through movement and squeeze. And squeeze. What I do in my training, people I train, is I get them doing it through movements. Because we don't stand still while we're using our shoulders. Generally, we're doing it through movements. Another one is here, is you pull back. So if I show you from this angle, elbows high, like I'm resting in my elbows and shoulder height, and then I pull my thumbs back. Pull my thumb back. I can do it with one hand. I can do it with the resistance band where I pull the resistance band back, or I can push against the wall. So I'm trying again, put the scapula flat in the back. Again, my people, I'm training, I'm doing this, and they pull back, and they pull back. So if you're running this way, and you're just pulling back, and then shake it out. Other things you can do, guys, you can lie on the floor. So I lie on the floor here. You put your hands back, turn the thumbs up, and as you do a back raise, squeeze shoulder blades and then flatten the back. And down. And then come up and squeeze. Now you can add in again then, rolling up, pulling back down, and drop. Coming up, rolling up, come back down, and drop. Notice I'm keeping my head looking down, so I'm not pulling from my neck. And I can go this way, squeeze, roll, and down. Squeeze, roll, and down. What we're trying to essentially do here, guys, is train the body to bring the shoulder blades flat in the back so don't get this happening. I'm going to see a lot of this. After months and months of training at home and doing home workouts and press-ups and sit-ups, people's postures are going to change. We don't want that to happen. We want to get people to stand tall. So rather than being like this, I'm going to be like this. So I stand tall, shoulders back, engage, external rotation this way. Let's learn how these bodies work, guys, okay? Let's look after these bodies so we get longevity in our training, rather than everyone coming out of lockdown going, well, I train hard, but I've got shoulder problems, or I've got back problems. Let's look after it. Thank you very much.